And if you've been successful, want to hear what happened for you. What was the moment of decision where you decided, you know what, I cannot be happy being heavy. I've got to deal with this. Or you just knew it was just unhealthy to be overweight and you wanted to address it. Or maybe you've been struggling with it and it's something that you still have not solved yet. You still have not mastered that yet. You still have not gotten your arms around it and been able to do it. I've been an emotional eater for most of my life, and I get excited, I eat. If I get upset, I eat. If I get depressed, I eat. I just eat to celebrate. And food calls my name. There's certain places that I don't drive down the street because there are certain foods that will just call me into their parking lot. And I'll just go there. Don't let me see a blinking light. I'll start salivating thinking about it right now. So the affirmation for today is nothing tastes as good as health feels. And you got to feel good about yourself. You got to love yourself. And if you want something that can help you to do that, I want you to go to lesbrown.com. I got a series of motivational events, motivational presentations that will teach you how to become an effective communicator, but also that will help you to begin to become empowered and feel better about yourself and take better care of yourself and make healthier choices. That's lesbrown.com. The presentation is called It's Possible. Hundreds of people, I mean literally thousands of people have seen this, and you'll see some of the postings of what they've said about it. It's changed their lives, their children's lives, and the people they work with. So for listening to the program and becoming a part of our community of greatness, I encourage you to go to lesbrown.com and watch a presentation I've done called It's Possible. Now, I want you to call me right now if you've been struggling with weight and you conquered that. What happened for you? What changed up for you? And you did it. I remember I would get on these little binges. I would go and buy things, go to the sporting goods store. I remember going to buy this sit-up board, and this guy told me I could lose weight with it. And I had it for about 90 days, and I took it back to him. I say, man, this board does not work. I get on it every day. He said, you're kidding. He said, my other customers, they tell me when they get on it, they have lost their weight they had, and their waistline became much smaller. Well, listen to me. I've gotten on this board every day. I have no reason to lie to you. And I still got a big stomach, and I still have not lost weight. So I want my money back, okay? Because you said you guaranteed it. So he gave me my money back. Here's what he should have done. I'm not proud of telling you this. He should have said, what did you do when you got on it? Because I would roll out of bed. I put it right by my bed. I thought it would be an incentive to have the set-up bed by my bed. So I would have to get on it to get over it to go to the bathroom. So I would roll out of bed onto the set-up board, and I would sit there and let my kids bring me my food, and I would eat and watch television. He should have asked me, well, what do you do when you get on it? Do you do sit-ups or do you raise your leg? What do you do? He didn't ask me any questions, so I told him, I didn't lie. I said, I got on it every day and nothing happened. In fact, I gained weight on it. He said, okay, and I was talking loud, so he didn't want to lose the customers he had in there. Okay, let me talk to John now, line 2 in Orange County. I hope your situation is different. You're 6'3" and 349 pounds. You're an emotional eater, and you lost weight before, but you gained it back. How did you lose it before, John?
Just one of the major companies, Les, to go to, on the weekly meetings, was on the cover of the magazine and everything else when I graduated from it, but it didn't change my lifestyle. My dad, when we grew up, we'd eat on platters, not just plates. In other words, he had a platter.
Yes.
He had 3 kids in the family, Les. My brother and I would cut a chocolate cake in half and each eat half of it.
Oh, my
Dad
God.
would say to my sister, go out there and to my mom, get her some dessert. This is for the boys. So I'm talking about platters, not just plates.
Oh, my God.
And I just feel like I'm emotionally double parked. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I don't like facing feelings, and I'll use food as a comfort food. I just did a big meeting at a luncheon down in Newport Beach, California, and all the millionaires were there, the big homeowners. I said to one fellow, where's your house? And he says, that tiny little mansion across the street on Balboa Island, 10,000 square feet. So I stopped off at the drugstore coming home and got a triple scoop of ice cream and 2 Snickers bars, thinking about going back for a couple more because there's the trigger. I just feel like second best.
Oh, my God. Listen.
Know, how about that platters? That's a true story.
So how much do you weigh now, John?
I'm sorry, forgive me.
Yeah, how much do you weigh now, John?
349 and a half. I'm right there. When the scale starts to go over 350, I jump off it, Les.
John, how old are you?
67 years young.
John, you can't continue to do this. What will it take, John, for you to get serious again and lose that weight?
Self-image problems. I'm good looking. I like to think and everything. And people say, if only he was thin. My mom says, she makes a joke now, says, I think my boys, I got my brother, I'm petite compared to him. She says, my boys are suffering from anorexia. But I said, Mom, it's just borderline. It's not the actual disease. You try to make fun of
John,
them,
let me ask you this.
People are making fun of you.
Okay, but John, let me ask you this. First of all, you haven't done this. And one of the things I believe, ask for help, not because you're weak, but because you want to remain strong. And ask for help and don't stop until you get it. Have you ever become a part of a group of people that have committed themselves to losing weight?
No.
Have you done that before, John?
No, short of the professional group, like I said, one of the...
No, I'm not talking about the professional group because that's not going to do it for you. Because I had to get some help. I couldn't do it by myself. If I could have done it, I would have done it. If you could have done it, you would have done it by now. And you know that this is not healthy for you, and it's compromising your life to some extent. And